Good morning, everybody, and welcome back for your weekly energy forecast and oracle reading. So, let us get our cup of tea or cup of coffee so that we're ready for today and to talk about this week and pull it apart and see how we can best navigate this week's energy. Okay, so let's get a tarot card for the beginning of the week. What energy is here for us? We have the Ten of Swords. It says endings, recovery, freedom. So this card talks about an end of a cycle. What sticks out for me is how that angel is holding, what do you call those egg timer thingamabobs? Yeah. So he's holding one of those things. I'm also hearing the word patience, please. It's like if you're feeling pressurized by time, I'm hearing Spirit say, time is not running out. Be patient. You've got the time to do what's in front of you, but do allow yourself some time to process and feel whatever it is that you are busy ending at the moment, or whatever ending you're going through. Give yourself time to grieve, to process, to digest, to feel whatever it is that is ending for you now. I'm hearing loudly the end of the old self, okay? So it's the old you that used to be fearful, the old you that used to take things personally, that used to overthink, that used to react from old traumas and things like that. You're letting all of that go. And Spirit is saying that's why the last couple of days, ever since the 222, since then, there's been like what feels like a portal of integration. Like we received quite a lot of light downloads during that time. We had a huge influx of light. And what does light do? It pushes our dark to the surface so that we can feel it, heal it, transmute it, and let it go. So now we're on the tail end of that. They're making me feel like I'm in a pressure cooker. So that's why a lot of us can be feeling a bit overwhelmed, a bit pressurized, like we need to get going now, we need to move forward, we need to do the things, we need to, hurry. Slow down. You're at the tail end of this process now, and it is safe for us to let it go because we've reached the end of the cycle. And on the other side of these energetic portals, there's energetic upgrades, there's always good that comes from it. Think of it like an exam. You've had your whole year at school, you've been studying and learning and studying and learning and growing and studying and learning, and now you have the final exams. It's the final push, it's the final portal that gets you from where you were to where you need to be next on your evolution. Awesome. Okay, let's get some further insight from the angels and ancestors. And let's see, how do we navigate the beginning of the week? What do we need to do to navigate this? Okay, it says trader, exchange energy to create abundance. So this is talking about your own worth and your own value. So you might be finding as you're coming out of this portal of release, this portal of letting the old you go and welcoming in the new you, you might have realized your worth somewhere along the way. So you might have realized, hold on, I'm actually worthy of much more than I've been receiving, right? And this feels to me very work, business, money. So I'm hearing the words wake up call. Like a lot of us have had wake up calls recently about what it is that we really and truly do deserve. Spirit is saying, command your worth, please. You're worthy of so much more than you actually realize, and it's time to allow yourself to receive that good in that's been trying to come to you, but it can't come to you unless you know your worth. Because when you know your worth, you command yourself differently, if that makes sense. Our worth is not something we demand, we command it through how we behave, through how we do our work. You see? Okay, that's a brilliant card. All right, let's get some further elaboration now from the Oracle of the Unicorns. What guidance is here for the beginning of the week? Let's see. Oh, hold on, I'm being directed back to this. So for those of us that have maybe lost a job, or we feel like we're letting go of a job, it means we're getting something new in that's going to be an accurate reflection of our actual worth. So it's a blessing. Okay. Let's see what guidance is here from the unicorns. Hey. It says, courage, you are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. Now that you know your worth and your value, now it's easier for you to command your worth through having good boundaries. And a simple boundary is, it either feels like a hell yes or a hell no. That's a good way to have a boundary. Listen to how you feel. Your feelings will tell you it's either a hell yes from you or it's a hell no. Okay? So be brave. There's no need to fear. You're on the verge of a new beginning. Because what I'm hearing is March is another portal of sorts. It's a portal into the new. It's what's going to carry us forward. They're showing March to be like a vehicle of sorts. Like it's going to carry you to where you're supposed to be next. And I'm also hearing March is going to be quite fast moving. So the things that you're going to want to have happen are going to start to happen quite quickly in March. Okay? Well, that's great news. Okay, so let's get some guidance now on the energy for the middle of the week. What energetic weather, that literally just fell out. What energetic weather do we have for the middle of the week? This one, we have the 5 of fire. It says conflicts, annoyances, competition. But I'm hearing Spirit say this is all internal, okay? So it's like an internal struggle. So the example they're giving me is like you want to go from point A to point B, but can I? I don't know, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just stay safe. Let me play it safe. No. But I really want to go forward. It feels good to go forward. So Spirit is saying loudly, release resistance. Okay, release resistance. Surrender to the flow, the natural flow that life is now taking. Do not resist yourself. Do not resist what you want. Don't even resist where life is guiding you at the moment. In other words, again, let's say, for example, you've been fired or retrenched or you've lost your job. Don't resist it. You're being redirected to something better. So don't struggle with yourself. Don't fight with yourself, right? Let it be what it is because you're being redirected to something better. And that, yes, I'm using the example of a job, but it can also be the example of, where did I put that deck now? It can be the example of a relationship or a friendship or whatever it is that's trying to leave your life, that's trying to end. Don't fight with it because that is the source of all pain in the world. The biggest source of pain is resistance. Don't resist. Go with the flow. Let the universe drive this bus. We don't have to drive it. Okay? All right, let's see what guidance is here on how to navigate this energy in the middle of the week. This one sticks out. It's Druid. Hold the space. Okay? So, as you might be feeling this internal struggle, this internal conflict, yes, surrender, release, let it go. But don't, again, force anything. Like this Druid is not doing anything at all. He's just sitting there. He's just chilling, holding the space, being the neutral observer. Okay? Now, this also ties in a little with what's going on in the world. I'm hearing the word division at the moment. So there's a lot of strife, struggle, battle. We cannot get sucked into it. So once again, let us avoid the media like the plague because we are being fed narratives that are not accurate, as we well know. It feels like the news is the new fairy tales. Like they tell us what they want us to hear. So let us avoid that at all cost. Let's come back into our heart space. Let us not resist what is there because you cannot resist a resistance, okay? What we can do as a collective, even if we cannot physically go and help in some way or form, we can hold the space. We can hold the space of love, of light, and we can send that energy. Energy is more powerful now than what it has ever been, okay? So let's hold the space of love and compassion and light, because the more love and compassion and light we hold, remember it's infectious. So whatever light and love is held here infects my neighbor, it infects their neighbor, and eventually everybody's feeling love and light. Okay, so let us be the givers of that. We might feel like, oh, well, it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything. No, you're doing more than you actually realize. Just by you, that one little candle holding that love and light can light up a million other candles without even trying. Okay, so hold in your heart space love and light, and avoid conflict at all costs. Conflict never gets us anywhere. Okay, interesting. Okay, let's get some guidance from the unicorns as to what energy or how we can handle the energy in the middle of the week. Passion. Instead, go into passion. Do what excites you. Get fired up about your life. Increase your energy levels. Okay? So now, interesting, anger and passion go together. Okay? When we have a passion for something and it's unexpressed, it usually erupts as an anger. Okay? So instead of getting fired up about what's going on in the world and fired up about this problem and that problem and we're struggling and let's channel that into something we're passionate about instead. Okay? So maybe channel it into a creative endeavor. Create a piece of music or paint or cook or dance or do whatever it is that gets your creative energy flowing and something that you're passionate about. Channel your energy there. You get better results that way. Okay. Now let's get some guidance on the end of the week. What energetic weather is here for the end of the week? We have the Seven of Earth. It says investment, assessment, patience. Now this man is looking at his harvest. So this tells me we'll see some nice results for all of our endeavors this weekend. We'll see those results come the weekend. Now remember, whenever we get a harvest, we have to plant again. Okay, so just when just because things are going great, we're getting more of what we want, it doesn't mean we can relax and do nothing. We need to replant again. Okay, so this card also means karma. I'm hearing karma. So what you put in is what you get out. So in other words, if you're putting in love, passion, all the good vibes, all the good energy, you're going to get some really good energy back. And obviously vice versa. Okay? And I'm also hearing be patient with yourselves. You're just beginning. Okay? Right. Now what guidance is here from the angels and ancestors for the end of the week? We have great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Now this card speaks about our challenges. So in the beginning of the week, yes, we're going to be feeling challenged. We're going to be feeling pushed and squeezed. But what are we learning? What are we taking away from that? Are we learning how much we've changed? Are we realizing that we've grown enormously? Are we realizing we had strengths that we didn't even know that we had? Are we learning that, hey, we're hell of a more powerful than what we actually realize? What are we learning? That is why part of the human experience is challenge. We cannot grow without challenge, right? It's our challenges that make us stronger. And fortunately, we are never given bigger challenges than what we can actually handle. Thank the Pope for that. So whatever challenge you have going on in your life at the moment, please know you also have the tools and the talents and the knowledge and the wherewithal to be able to deal with those challenges. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in front of you. Okay? What guidance is here from the unicorns for the end of the week? Delight. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in the simple things. Always expect the best. Okay, and that ties in so nicely with this card because he's looking at his harvest. He's looking at what he's created. He's enjoying his harvest. So the good that comes to you at the end of the week, know that you do deserve it. Take delight in it. Give gratitude for it. And don't forget to share the good that's in your world. Okay, and I'm hearing Spirit say, let's look out for each other more. Let's help each other more. Because what we're learning more and more and more and more and more is that, and I might be shot down for this, but the powers that be don't actually care about us. They care about themselves. So we need to care about each other and look out for each other, because that is what's going to change the world. Okay, so a very, very interesting week this week. What I love about this week for us is, yes, we're all being pushed and squeezed and challenged, but again, it just strikes me as the equivalent of like that little Nunu pushing its way out of a cocoon, right? It's a painful process, but it comes out the butterfly. So that's where we're all at the moment, but we're at the tail end of this process, thank the Pope. So, and on the other side of our growth and our transformation and our evolution, there's always good stuff, always, okay? So let's give gratitude for the good that is coming our way in advance, because it is coming. And we need to, most importantly, know that we are worthy and deserving of all this good stuff. So there you go. I hope that helps you guys this week. And thank you once again for being here, and for liking and sharing and doing all the things that the YouTube people do in YouTube world. So thank you for being here, sending you all so much love. Have an amazing week. Take care and keep well. Bye.